Tell me about what the translation was like from menswear to women's wear. The transition and then the translation.
Well, it was kind of... Oh God, yeah, that's different. I don't really know because I've sort of... It was to do with, I'll tell you, that I had a really good gran. She wasn't really my gran for real, but she was sort of like...
A grandma figure.
Exactly, and she was like an older woman, spinster woman lady that I was brought up. She brought me up basically. I lived with her, and she had an attic where she had kept all these things from the 40s, from the 30s and all this. She never threw anything away. So I just was there and I took all these things away from that attic, and that was what I did. I sort of reformed those garments of hers.
Tell me about, because I'm going to come on later and ask you about a man designing for women, but because we're at this point, is there a type of, do you hold her in your head somewhere when you're designing for women?
No, I can't say that I do, because I think that she, well, maybe, I mean, she's definitely influenced me because she was a very naughty, I mean, she was really...
Real character.
Yeah, she was. And she just absolutely loved me without, and there was no condition about any...
Totally unconditional love, like only grandparents can, actually.
Exactly. And so she probably is, she definitely did influence me in terms of the character, of humour, and however I see the world. But talking about sort of, if you have to think about a woman that I really, I don't know if I have one. I have to firmly admit that. Not that I did in the beginning, but I think that because that we do every season choose a female muse, as we call, or whatever we need to call them, I think that they very much direct, or they're very much the ones.
Because you've chosen Thelma.
Thelma, yeah, exactly.
From Burnstock Smith, who's a fabulous woman. She's fabulous.
Fabulous.
Beautiful, serene, fabulous character.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is she's not a young woman.
She's
anymore.
not young, no.
I've always looked at your clothes, having been to not all of your shows, I found out this morning, which I'm slightly annoyed by, but about 99%.
No, yeah, which is very, I'm impressed.
Oh good, thank you,
Yes.
I'm old. No, I probably think we probably were starting around the same time. So, I kind of feel I've grown up with you, actually. You and a handful of other designers, we all sort of grew up together.
Yes, right.
I look at the Peter Jensen woman, I've always thought that she was slightly awkward, slightly sexually awkward, in the same way I look at Prada, in the same way that, is she a girl, is she a woman, is she blossoming in between? I mean, how does that relate to you, or is that like, Joe, that's so not where I'm at?
No, I think you're quite spot on, actually. I think that you are really spot on with that. I've never seen them as being... I can't get that into my head if I had to design what people, and I have to firmly say as well, when I read reviews of fashion shows and things, the one thing I always hate is that people, this was a very sexy collection. I mean, what the hell does that mean? No. It doesn't mean anything. Does it mean that she shows cleavage? Does it mean that it's short? You know, it's sort of like pointless, point, I think, of what it is that you're trying to say with your clothes. So yeah, I think you're spot on with that they are awkward female, but I think that they're kind of comfortable in their sexuality.
And I'd say the same about Prada, actually. There's a comfortableness, and I think underneath they're probably all dirty Karens.